This news update is brought to you by...
Say hello to Shanta. Shanta is an entertainer, but she also loves to be entertained, which is why she has Flow TV brought to her through Flow's 100% fiber to the home network. It's great for busy Shanta because she can control the time she watches her favorite shows, play back from the start in case she missed it, or even record with cloud video recording. And with her Flow services bundle, enjoys much more for much less. Visit any Flow retail outlet, call 1-800-804-2994, or visit discoverflow.co to find out more. One-of-a-kind connection. This is how we flow.
It's Friday, April 8th, and time for the Barbados Today afternoon update. Thanks for joining us. I am Fernella Wedderburn. Plans by Barbados to restructure the collapsed Clico life insurance company is causing the new governor of the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank some concern. But not only that, Timothy Antoine is frustrated at the slow pace of criminal investigations involving those who ran the affairs of the failed company and getting justice for policyholders. Antoine expressed his concerns last night in his feature address to mark the 25th anniversary of the Cave Hill School of Business.
I'm not a lawyer, therefore I am not in the justice system criminally. But it pains me and others, all of us who've been through this, that there's no economic justice, or very little. We've made some progress on BICO, it has to be said. We've paid over $100 million, we've taken care of 80% of the policyholders, so we made progress. But we still have a lot of people who aren't paid. But it is very difficult when there's little or no economic justice, and then on top of that, these people are asking for large sums of compensation, asking back for companies and that sort of thing. So the criminal justice system should deal with the criminal side. I leave that there. My focus has been on economic justice, trying to recover as much money as possible for our policyholders. And we just passing the plan of arrangement bill, which through the ECCU to deal with another payout during this particular year, based on a settlement between BICO and CL Financial. So on BICO there is progress, CL less so. Clico less so. But I know Barbados is starting something. We have some concerns. We'll see how that goes.
Barbados and other offshore jurisdictions will suffer some fallout from the Panama Papers leak. That's according to Executive Director of the Barbados International Business Association, Henderson Holmes, who says those countries will experience more pressure and blacklisting as a result of the international scandal. He tells Barbados Today while Bridgetown does not have a reputation for secrecy and was perceived as a well-regulated jurisdiction that insists on transparency, he is concerned that the country is still being tarred with the same brush as other jurisdictions. His comments comes as more information emerges from the Panama Papers about how the secrecy in some offshore countries allows for tax dodging, money laundering, and other illegal activities. Fresh trouble is brewing at the Sanitation Service Authority, with the National Union of Public Workers hinting at the possibility of industrial action over wages. Acting Deputy General Secretary Wayne Waldron is upset that workers are still owed the monies from last July. SSA workers went on strike during that period in support of retired employees of the Barbados Investment and Development Corporation, as well as workers at the Customs and Excise Department.
When the custom and practice superintendent submit the pay sheet based on the attendance, whether you are at work, you call in sick, you on leave, that is submitted and is honored by the payroll section. On this occasion, though, for some reason, they decide not to honor it, and we have to prove why they should honor it. To me, is ludicrous. But one has to take into account, too, that sanitation workers are so conscious about their work that even if they are not well or they're on leave, they always seek to come back quickly and have that garbage removed quickly. That is the kind of conscientious worker that we have at sanitation. They move with alacrity, they move business-like, and they are very concerned about having garbage removed quickly from the landscape, from the different residential areas across this country. And therefore, given that situation, one can't understand why you would adopt this kind of stance against a sanitation worker, where they have work, or if they are not well and they're calling not feeling well, well, you have to treat them in such or this in despicable manner.
MP for St. Lucie Dennis Kelman is calling for nationals to get involved in community tourism. Kelman tells Barbados Today, with visitors continuously choosing Barbados as their destination, residents can tap into the benefits derived from the sector by developing unused properties to house tourists. He made the comments at the final reception for the year for repeat visitors at Ilaro Court recently.
The time is right for us now, not only to see a building as somewhere where we, the people of Barbados, live, but to use it as an opportunity and to convert it into a revenue source. And I am appealing to all those persons who have derelict or abandoned buildings to convert them into the tourism pool, which I have always described over the last 20 years or so as community tourism. We have a great opportunity of converting our properties and developing community tourism. I do not think that sometimes we measure the contribution of our transportation services and also the community tourism as it relates to the development of tourism in Barbados. I think that sometimes we need to measure the contribution of these two sectors so that we can truly tell what is the true contribution of tourism and not only concentrate on the large players but also concentrate on the small players.
In sports, the disbanding of the West Indies Cricket Board will not solve the issues plaguing the game in the region, so says Antigua and Barbuda's Minister of Sports, Chet Green, whose sentiments echoed that of the country's Prime Minister, Gaston Brown. Green believes that such a hardcore approach could have far-reaching implications for all involved. There have been calls for the Dave Cameron-led board to step down following post-game remarks by T20 captain Darren Sammy, who accused the WICB of disrespecting the players. Green also believes that Sammy spoke out of turn.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
The 50th anniversary of Independent Secretariat and the National Cultural Foundation proudly present the theatrical production From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond.
We are not slaves.
Saturday, April 16th at 6:30 p.m. at the historic Golden Grove Plantation. Come, be a witness to history.
Aye, Nanny Greg.
Enter the ritual. Feel the power.
This country will be independent. And if I have to wake up all the sleeping angels in heaven, so be it.
From Bossa to Barrow and Beyond. April 16th. Tickets $50 adults, $10 youth and children. Available at all NCF outlets and at ticketpal.com.
In news from the region, concerns in St. Lucia for expectant mothers as the country records 2 cases of the Zika virus and as other diseases spread by the Aedes aegypti mosquito. More in this report from HTS News Force.
Senior Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar George says the Ministry of Health, in anticipation of the virus in St. Lucia, has strengthened its antenatal care.
Vector management became a part of our antenatal care at the different clinics, where prevention of mosquito bites to all of our pregnant ladies has been encouraged, and we encourage persons again. Antenatal care is free at all of our community wellness centers, so we encourage persons who are pregnant to please access that service, and we also encourage persons to ensure they do their ultrasound at 20 weeks.
The senior medical officer says the ministry has also taken some proactive measures to cope with cases of the Guillain-Barré syndrome.
Because of the possibility for intensive care unit management, we have also strengthened this. About 2 weeks ago, the head of our intensive care unit in St. Lucia did a study tour in Martinique within their ICU unit in terms of looking at how they manage cases to ensure that we are able to manage here.
And finally, protest action did not stop a second group of migrants from being deported from Greece The group arrived by ferry in Turkey as part of an EU deal to reduce the numbers reaching Europe. We get the details in this BBC report.
Just after dawn this morning, 4 buses arrived here at the port at Mytilene carrying 45 Pakistani men. They arrived here at the port to a small but very noisy protest. They boarded a ferry that was waiting here for them calmly, each of them accompanied by an officer from the EU border agency. But just before that ferry was about to leave, as it was preparing to leave the dock here, 3 protesters jumped into the water and swam around in front of it, delaying its departure by a few minutes until the Coast Guard could take the people out of the water. That boat is now en route to Turkey. This is all part of an EU deal with Turkey to try to control illegal immigration to Europe. We understand that a second boat will leave the port here at Mytilene later this morning, carrying a further 100 migrants. They'll be brought to Lesbos from other Greek islands of Samos and Kos.
And that's news and sports, but for the very latest, visit our website at www.barbadostoday.bb. Also, subscribe to our e-paper, email updates, and like us on Facebook. We're also on Izumi Media and bus terminals or screenplay at supermarkets and gas stations near you, as well as Channel 99 on Flow TV and Mix 96.9 FM. I'm Fernella Wedderburn. Good afternoon.